Hey guys, what's up? What if I tell you that you can attend Python lectures of Harvard University and learn Python from the Harvard professors themselves, that also from your home and for absolutely free? Can't believe me? Watch this video till the end to know exactly how you can learn basic to advanced Python from Harvard just for free. There's this YouTube channel called CS50 which upload video lectures of Harvard University every year. A recent 2-hour video, almost for 2-hour 40-minute Python lecture held at Harvard University was uploaded on this channel. Link to this lecture will be provided in the description box below. Talking about what this lecture covers, it starts with very basic programming of Python, like what's variable, how Python interprets these variables, what are the different data types like strings, lists, dictionary, all of them are discussed in this lecture. Then what are mathematical operations that you can do in Python. This lecture also covers taking input, giving output to users, goes into the intermediate level by teaching conditional statement, loops, user-defined functions, and even it also teaches reading and writing CSV files in Python. That's a whole lot to be covered in a single lecture. Since Harvard lectures stress more on practical knowledge, at the end of this lecture there's a live project using all that has been taught in the lecture. The projects that are taken up here are making phone directories, doing speech synthesis, face recognition, speech recognition, all using Python. So this lecture has covered a lot of stuff from basic to advanced concepts in Python. Professor of this lecture, Mr. David, has taught this 3-hour tutorial more like a movie to watch than a tutorial of Python. Talking about who this course is for, this is like a very beginner level course, but even if you aren't a beginner in Python, you know a lot of Python, I'll still recommend you to watch this lecture because the way Professor David teaches, it will change your perspective of writing codes, and I'm sure if you don't learn something from this lecture, you will surely enjoy the way he teaches Python. Going to the advanced, that is object-oriented programming in Python, which was actually not covered in this lecture, we have another lecture from Harvard where they teach the basics of object-oriented programming in Python. This is going to be just the basics of creating class, creating objects of that class. Not much of object-oriented programming taught in this lecture, but if you're a beginner and you're beginning with object-oriented programming, then this video will definitely help you. Moving on further, the next thing that's left to be covered is in advanced Python is regular expression in Python, for which there is another Sir David's lecture teaching regular expressions in Python, and oh goodness, this lecture on regex is like the most enjoyable and detailed tutorial that I may have watched on the internet for sure. One thing I can promise you is that if you watch these videos, you will start to love Python for sure, because these Harvard people make learning really fun. The main reason for that is the clarity that is provided in their teachings. By the way, don't forget that the links to all these lectures are in the description. Next comes up web scraping in Python, which is again an advanced topic which has not been covered yet. There's another lecture of Harvard itself covering how to do web scraping using Beautiful Soup library in Python. Now, Beautiful Soup library is again one of the most popular libraries of Python that is used for web scraping. So this will be a very helpful tutorial. This is one of the great detail as well as value based Beautiful Soup tutorial you'll find on the internet. So make sure you take this 8-hour course in the order that I've specified to get the most out of it. Make sure you practice what is being taught and be consistent. Don't just learn, take one video and then just leave learning Python, then come back after months. Make sure that you are consistent. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.